So we've qualified to, that is USA. I mean, you were here, you watched the game, a lot of fans were chanting USA, USA, USA. Finally, we've qualified to USA. This is our fifth time in securing qualification to the World Cup. Your impressions of the game and the way forward for the Black Stars?
Well, I think I would say it was a good game because the most important thing is we got the 3 maximum points into our basket, giving us the 25 points that is above all the other nations. So I think clearly the most important thing has been done. Technically, I would say Coach Otuado had it right. I mean, in the selections aspect of it, the game, you saw he came into the game with 3 back and then trying to make sure that you always exert pressure on the defense of the Comoros, and exactly what they did, Jordan Ayew and Semenyo did, and you could see that in the beginning of the game, Comoros were jittery, trying to find, antidote to Black Stars' pressure that they were giving them, but it all came that Black Stars has to get a needed goal in the 47th minute through Mohamed Kudus. So I think I would say, it was a good game by all standard, and the most important thing, as I said, has been achieved, and you could hear, the crowd shouting USA, USA. It tells you that the most important thing is for Black Stars to qualify to USA, and we have done that, and that is what we are all expecting, and kudos to the boys. 3
back, do you think that's the way forward? Because, I watched the match, a lot of people were saying that the 3 back system, that is not something that they want for the Black Stars, because typically, in ages past, we've always done the 4 back system. And even the prior game before this game, we did a 4 back. We beat Central African Republic by 5-0. We are doing 3 back, and they're suppressing us to expansive football.
Good, that's true. I think it's obvious Otuado preferred the 3 back system, but it's obvious as well that the players are not too happy with the 3 back system, because I saw Ebenezer Annan doing very well at the left side of the
defense.
But with Ali Dusedu, he was a bit jittery.
He was confused.
There
were several times.
Exactly. So sometimes he doesn't know whether to join the attack or to do the defensive duty. So I would say that some of the players are not too happy with the 3 back system. But I would say clearly that 3 back system has been one system that is giving Ghana the very best out of our defense, because Ajete Annan is one guy who has been so solid, giving Mohamed Salisu,
right?
Jonas Ajete, who plays for Basel. He gives what's the name, Mohamed Salisu, and then Jiku, some kind of comfort, allowing them to pick all the losing balls that will come their way, because he is always exerting pressure on the opponent's attack. So it tells you that when you are having that 3 back system, you have somebody who will do the defensive job, and you have somebody who will do the sweeping aspect of it, and then the other one who will be doing the controlling, in terms of communication. So I think it's good to play 3 back, but if you don't have a better flanks who will do the attacking at the same time doing the defensive duty, that is where we have problem. But if you can have somebody who can do that defensive and then attacking duty, I think the 3 back system is good for us. And you could see clearly that playing 3 back, it also gave Sibo the opportunity to also take control of the midfield. Because at any point in time, you see Ajete Annan coming in to help him in the defensive duty, and then he will also be doing alongside Partey. So he gave us, there's midfield control. And you saw how Partey was so relieved in the game. And I must say that Sibo's presence in the Black Stars team has given us to see the best out of aspect of Partey. So you could see clearly that Partey was so free in the game, and he was giving all the needed passes to make sure that all the time Ghana will be in control of the game. So I must say that the 3 back system is not a bad system, but with the right materials, it will give us what we want, because it gives us the defensive solidity.
Okay, thank you. You're winning by 1-0. Game no one is.
It was a difficult game. Now share tactics now. What you say Comoros for nearby and mobile some ball defensive game per draw. I say coach in no feel say be some overlapping, some kind of counter-attacking style of football. That is why I was starting Ali Dusedu, because in Ali Dusedu, so Bono back 3 back now, or or to stop or to distract the opponent, upon their counter attacking game. But Osha Sena na Nyomane Kona, it will be nice. Ali Dusedu a better liability on the field of play. What I say about coach in terms was the son. What I say, but there's one thing I mean who team Nima Meniaje Zibo now Wabano. Aquano, I'm say Nyakupo Dinache. What I say, you could see say the guy has everything like Mike Lesian or Bobo, and the confidence level, the way he moves. What I say, and I like the way I will free Partey from some certain rule. As Partey can even go further and do whatever he wants to do. You see how Partey was free on the field of play.
Yes.
moving around. Though onye no ball free roll, but we saw Partey all over the field because there is somebody called Zibo defending, helping, distracting, and his passes accurate. I like that boy. Is a blessing. To be frank, we've had like one defensive midfielder. Wabema Partey who say ejuma no betimi ayam abroso. Because it does this Partey or Kainichi into a cockrana will swallow to what you say, but there is Zibo. At least when we say shield, you know, Wabeboa with the shield because Salisu or Jikua. No, they don't miss West. They do miss West. Yes.
Yeah. Talking about the system now, coach. The 3-back system. A lot of people were saying it's a 3-back system. No, Yanka, you 4-back. You continue with 4-back because in the Central African Republic, a boy, you bought 4-back, you say 5. You name Mali boy, you bought 3-back, you say 1. And the Comoros are bought higher, say 1. But it's still the 3-back system. Into OSHA variation now, as a 3-back system, a restricting from scoring goals. But 4-back, no, and my boys near more expressive, more expansive. Omutumi share goals, omutumi kwa omini. Oh no, I don't training.
No, Penny, every system or every philosophy of the park, so any materials will be used. Today's game, for instance, no, not of a support 3-back, no so keep pressure, no call on the counter attack. But I said that faster. The previous game against Central African Republic, I bought 4-back, and you saw how the movement was.
Yes.
This time around, the laterals no more. And I don't know, sir. I'm not afraid to say this, but I don't know, sir. Now Jordan, he has a problem with the number 21. The boy would run into space, and they are not giving. Yes, he will run into space, and they are not giving him the balls. And when you do that to a player, you kill his confidence.
Yeah.
So he got to a time he wasn't even going.
It's true.
Though he lasted on the field of play for a while, but
he
was running. And you see, this particular game that we played, we didn't play with our laterals. If in case laterals in Ejuma and the surging rounds near your crosses, cuttings, I think we could have scored more than that goal. Just a single goal, like we scored more goals. Honestly speaking, I was really peeved because you could see the boy is running. The boy running to space and the boy is not being put there. And you see, he's a young chap. If you do this to him, you kill his confidence. You need to boost his confidence. You get it. So at least we had a nice game, we had a nice atmosphere, and we saw the confidence in our team playing. But that particular boy, the 21, I was feeling for him.
That's about his first time.
I really felt because the guy is being frustrated on the field of play. Yes. It is a senior player to me and Bonnet, the young chapper, who grow into the team. But you have to give the boy confidence by giving him more balls. Even Umano not saying Impona, encourage him to still be up because you need him. And you got to a time the laterals wasn't moving. Ali said we go and do 110 and come.
Because Ali said about 70 or 80% of the ball, but the final delivery in the third
was bad. So this is where you're supposed to switch play. And you see, but it was nice.
So, it comes down to technical. Speaking about technicalities, Otuado is a technical lead. Lots of people are saying, we're qualifying to 2 World Cups, but he's not somebody. Do
you trust in Otuado?
Oh, I mean, it's a big. I mean, there are lots.
Do you trust in him?
For me, beside me personally, I don't think he's the right man for the job.
Thank you. So, if he's the one that is going to take us to the World Cup, he needs assistance. He needs somebody who is above him that can instruct. We know we have a technical director coming from Germany and all those. They need to beef up the tankers team for him. Because we are not going to meet Minos. We are going to meet world-class teams, Spain, world-class players. Though we also have players, but if you don't have the technical team, what are you going to do?
Sure.
We don't want to go there and first half, let's say group stages, we come home. We want to go to the semi-finals. So there should be an improvement on Otuado's CV. Your first one will do first stage, group stage in Albefie. This time I need to progress. Take us far.
So let's hope for the best.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you.
Comoros, by go to know your sessions of the game.
The battle has finally come to an end. It has ended on a good note. We are proud of the guys, even though they had a disaster AFCON World Cup, AFCON qualifiers. However, for the World Cup qualifiers, they've shown a bit of enthusiasm, a bit of passion, and we are proud of them. And I'm also proud as a Ghanaian and as a journalist too. I'm so proud. If you watch the game, there were some fresh legs players that were off for some times due to injury. A player like Ali Duseidu,
And he's back in the team.
of course, today it was clear that he was a bit not stable because he has been off for some time now. And I think the coaches taking such a situation is just to pull. It's not the best to allow a player to start such a high-profile game under the fans, especially that he's just recovered from an ACL injury. You can introduce him into the team bit by bit until he's gained his full confidence before starting him into in such intense games. So it was a good game. Second half, he did a bit of some substitution, and it was all for us. Ghana was all over the pitch, and we had an important goal and qualified on a very brilliant note.
Let me ask you about Otuado. I mean, he's super turning over this team. Do you think there is a future for the Black Stars with Otuado?
I believe Otuado has not been that bad. To qualify us to the World Cup for 2 times, it's a remarkable achievement. Even though he has not had a good AFCON qualifiers, but then for World Cup, they've really done so well as a coach. If the team had not qualified, we would definitely lambast him, criticize him. So if they have qualified, the coach must be credited. I'm so proud, and for Otuado, whether he should be maintained or he should be sacked, I believe that it will be highly unfair to sack Otuado under such circumstances, because he had achieved the aim, the objective that every Ghanaian wants,
qualification
to the World Cup. So I think it will be highly unfair to sack Otuado at this particular moment, especially that he has qualified the team to the World Cup. However, maybe there could be some reshuffle if indeed the Ghana Football Association would want to augment the technical team. You reshuffle the technical team, probably make him the assistant coach, and then bring him a coach with a great personality, a coach with charisma, a coach who has control over the dressing room, because we are not just going to the World Cup to just add up to the numbers. So I believe there should be some reshuffle if the GFA believe that Otuado is not good enough to lead the team to the World Cup. There should be some reshuffle, but sacking him will be highly unfair on the part of the GFA and then as well as the sports ministry.
Okay, thank you. So you've heard a lot of fans that have shared their opinion on the full throttle of the game, the assessment of Black Stars, their performance against Comoros, Otuado, and other matters arising. My name is Raphael Banaman-Korte. I came to you live from the Accra Sports Stadium. The Black Stars have secured qualification to its 5th FIFA World Cup that is slated for the North America, United States of America, Mexico, as well as Canada. That is the country that will host the FIFA World Cup 2026. So this is by way of fan reactions from the Accra Sports Stadium. This is where I draw down curtains on today's. My name is Raphael Banaman-Korte. Keep hope alive with sports.